The living entity in the material world carries is different conceptions of life from one body to another, as the air carries aromas. Thus, it takes one kind of body and again quits it to take another. So, what will decide as our next life? Doesn't our last thoughts? What will decide our next life? Our last thoughts. At the time of leaving the world, whatever is our last thought, we'll take that body accordingly. You're listening, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
I have a question for all of you. Anybody remembers the verse? Just to safe side, let us see. What will decide our next life? At the time of leaving the world, whatever the thoughts we are absorbed in, we will become next life. Yad bhavam tad bhavati. But there is a verse in Bhagavad Gita. By any chance, anyone can remember that?
Prabhuji, Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram.
Who is this?
Aishwarya Prabhuji.
Amazing. What next?
Prabhuji, I only know 2 lines. I don't know the other 2. Sorry, Prabhuji.
Yad prayat samudbhavam yatanastatra samsaya. So if you all want, I can tell Prabhupada example. Should I tell something interesting?
Hari Bol.
Okay. Prabhupada, one time Prabhupada went to Kurukshetra. And Prabhupada, there are thousands of Indians, so many Indians were there. Prabhupada said, you see these American boys and girls, they're amazing. I don't have anything. And still they are following me. They have so much. They want to learn our Vedika, our Bhakti culture a lot. They know whole Bhagavad Gita. Kausalya, come here. Kausalya knows the entire Bhagavad Gita. And Kausalya, come and speak. Kausalya doesn't know entire Bhagavad Gita. So, but Prabhupada is putting her on the spot and telling, you tell the whole Bhagavad Gita. She knows every entire Bhagavad Gita. Kausalya, come here and speak. And Kausalya started, Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre, Samveta Yutsva, Mamaka Pandavasya, Kimukurut Sanjaya. She knows only 5 verses, Drishtva Pandavanikam Dyodam. So she said the second verse, third verse, fourth verse. She said fifth verse. Prabhupada said, bus, stop. And people were shocked. So nicely she's telling. Prabhupada is telling she knows the entire Bhagavad Gita. She said, I know only 5 verses. The moment 5th verse ended, Prabhupada said, stop. So you see, she knows the entire Bhagavad Gita. So likewise, I should have told you to stop at second line, after second line. So then one Indian got up and said, Swamiji, you are telling they are great, but her pronunciation is not great. And they have American pronunciation. Prabhupada said, but their renunciation is great. Their सब कुछ छोड़ के आ गया ना इधर. They left everything and came here. You have that renunciation? Prabhupada asked Indians. How many of you liked the story? Amazing, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
She knows the entire Bhagavad Gita. Kausalya comment said, Prabhupada actually, Prabhupada said, start. And the moment she finished the fifth verse, Prabhupada said, stop. Bus. See, they go. Amazing. So, we are back again. Antikale च मामेव स्मरण मुक्त्वा कलेवरं यप्रयात समुद्भवं यातनास्तत्र संशया. Yes. So you're right. Thank you. Very nice. You will attain that bhavam. Bhavam means sorry, that is not the verse. I'm sorry. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tajatyante kalavaram tam tamevati kaintaya sada tad bhavavavita. Whatever you remember at the time of death, you'll attain that. That is yam yam vapi smaran bhavam. The next verse is, however, if you remember me at the time of death, you'll attain my bhavam. Means you'll attain me. That is not the verse actually. Yam yam vapi smaran bhav. If you remember your dog, you'll become dog. If you remember a cat, you'll become cat. What is his name? Puranjana, fourth canto Bhagavatam, he remembered his wife at the time of leaving the world. Then what happened? Next lifetime he became a woman. Right? So yadbhavam
Tadbhavati.
tadbhavati. So whatever you remember, you will become that. If you remember Krishna, you'll go back to Godhead. We tell people chant, chant, chant. People think we get some benefit out of it. We don't get any benefit. They will get benefit. Right? So, Srotrats, ninth verse. Srotrat chakshusparsanam cha rasanam ghranameva chadishtaya manaschayam vishyanupasevate. The living entity, thus taking another gross body, obtains certain types of ears, eye, tongue, nose, sense of touch, which are grouped about the mind. It thus enjoys a particular set of sense objects. So what happens based on our karma, based on this karma, action and reaction, where are they stored? Anybody? In the mind. So based on that, your mind will assume a particular thing. Based on that, we get next lifetime. So soul in a deer body means what? That soul mind is like a deer mind. Somebody got a deer body means what? And a human being became a deer means what? The mind, because of the desires, they were shaped. The mind is shaped into the form of a deer. That's why he got the deer body. You're all understanding or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So I have to tell you this point. What is that point? As long as you're fruitive means I want something in this metal world. As long as you want something which is not Krishna, you are karmatmakam, you are fruitive. Your mind is changing. As long as your mind is changing, shaping up, you have to keep on taking birth in this world. But when you are working for Krishna, you are doing everything for the pleasure of Krishna, then that mind is purified. In fact, mind is eventually dissolved when you work for Krishna. Then you don't need to take birth again. So outsiders, they don't know. Actually, 15th chapter is a great chapter. Every chapter, of course, but 15th. Every chapter Bhagavad Gita is great. Utkramantam sitam vapi vinjananva gunanmitam vimudanaani pasyanti jnanachaksha. The foolish cannot understand how the living entity can quit his body. Nor can they understand what sort of body he enjoys under the spell of modes of nature. But one whose eyes are trained in knowledge can see all these things. So, sometimes people get into coma. Cinema stars and all, they get into coma. You know what it means? They are seeing a body they're going to become. They don't want that body. In one of the case, not necessarily that it should become happy for everyone, but Prabhupada mentions usually, and a person, politicians, cinema stars, sometimes they get into coma before leaving the world. Prabhupada says they're seeing a body which they are going to get into, but they don't want that. You are becoming a crocodile. You are becoming a snake. I don't want to become a snake. Then what happens? There will be a fight between metal energy and jiva. I don't want to quit this body. Metal energy says your time is up. Then what happens? 6 months before your body is decided, 6 months before leaving the world, your body is decided. Next body is decided. Usually, So then what happens? They'll fight. They don't want to get into that body. In that fight, they get into coma. So when they get into coma, it is very easy for nature to extricate your soul, to take your soul out, push the soul into that body. You're all listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
That's why we tell people chant Hare Krishna. If a dog, somebody gives Mahaprasad to a dog, next lifetime dog will become a human being. Dog will get human form. You know, we don't need to be worried. Those of you are initiated, those of you are chanting, we don't need to be worried. Why? Anyone remembers 2.40? Svalpam apisha dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Even little bit bhakti you do, you have done like 15%. Next lifetime, Krishna says, hey, they have done 15%. You should give them opportunity to take human body again to continue from 16%. Because whatever bhakti you do, it is never lost, never destroyed. No?
Prabhuji, I have a question.
Ah.
So if we can continue Bhakti in next lifetime, and we can assume that it would be in a human body, then how come those devotees that were thinking, there was one thinking about a deer, he became a deer even though he was a devotee?
Nice question. Thank you. You know, devotees don't become deer, Amma. No. No. Only Bharat Maharaj became a deer. You know, usually if you do bhakti, you next lifetime, Suchanam, this is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Suchanam Shri Matangehi Yoga Vrishta Vijayate. Either you'll take birth in a rich family or you'll take birth in a devotee family. If you're a you've done like a very advanced devotee in the previous life, next lifetime you'll take birth in a devotee family. Your bhakti is you're not so advanced in the previous lifetime, next lifetime you'll take birth in a rich family. There is no struggle to lead that life. So you go to college, suddenly you come across devotees, you hear Harinam and you're attracted and you'll continue from there. So what question you're asking is, are you asking the question, the example of Bharat Maharaj, he remembered the deer and he became a deer?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, good. Actually, Bharat Maharaj case is very exceptional. Krishna wanted to show the world. That's why this story came into Bhagavatam. Wanted to caution everyone. Maya can capture you at any time. Be very careful. Maya can capture you at any time. Be very, very careful. Maharaj Bharat attained the stage, Bhava stage. Means he is very close to attaining prema. He was seeing while doing tapasya, austerity, he would see Vasudev, he would see Krishna's form. So that story is an exception, but the story is an exception. But Krishna again, because he was so advanced, he got the deer body and he remembered past life. No deer remembers the past life. He remembered he became a deer and he continued bhakti in the deer body. He remembered he was actually emperor in the previous life. Wow. Very interesting. In the deer body, he did a lot of, he continued his bhakti. At the end of the life, he remembered Krishna. If you read Bhagavatam, so as he was leaving the body, my Lord, he remembered Krishna and chanted Krishna's name also. So according to Bhagavad Gita, where he should go? He should go back to Godhead. No, Krishna did not take him back to Godhead. Krishna wanted to give him service. Again, he took birth as a human being. So this example shows he's a very special category. And that's the reason why his story is brought into Srimad Bhagavatam. You're understanding? Clear?
Yes, Prabhu, thank you.
But I want to tell, that being said, If you have strong desire to become a deer, human desire is highest. It will break any principle. Bhaktivinoda Thakur mentions, Tumito Thakur Tomar Kukur, my lord. If I next lifetime, if I don't go back to Godhead, and if I have to become a devil, if I have to take human life, if you give me the position of Brahma, the secondary creator, and is not a devotee, I don't want that life. I don't want to become a creator, Brahma, and remain non-devotee. I want to take birth in the home of a devotee as a dog. This is Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who is a Manjari, Kamala Manjari. He is telling, if I have next lifetime, even if I take birth of a dog, or if I take birth of an insect in the home of devotee, the devotee will throw his remnants, he will offer food to Krishna, and he'll eat it, it's Maha Prasad, and he'll throw it, I will eat that Maha Prasad. That position of an insect or position as a dog is much better than taking the position of a Brahma, a non-devotee Brahma. You're understanding?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Any other question anyone has?
Prabhuji, I have heard that if we go like during the Rath Yatra and pull the cart and see at look at Jagannath during our death, our whole, it's like a movie of our life goes through, and if we see the face of Jagannath, that face comes and the movie stops there, and then we go back to Jagannath.
Who said that?
Prabhuji, it's a long back I heard that.
Okay, this is the thing. Actually, Rathecha Vamanandrishtva Punarjanma na vidyate. That line is there. It's a verse. If anybody who sees Jagannath in the chariot, they will not take second birth. But it's not a karmakanda, Okay, I've seen Jagannath on the chariot, so let me do whatever nonsense I want to do. I'll smoke, drink, and I'll do nonsense, but I'll see Jagannath in the next year again, chariot. Because anybody who sees Jagannath Swami in the chariot, they don't have second birth. And you can quote the verse also from Shastra. Prabhupada spoke on this. A person who is sick, what he should do? He should not eat certain foodstuffs. He should continuously take the medicine and follow doctor's advice. Yes, if you see Jagannath in the chariot, you will not take birth again. Provided, if and only if you maintain that consciousness. You should become a devotee and continue to serve Jagannath on regular basis, like an ISKCON devotee. Prabhupada said, if you become a devotee after seeing Jagannath Swami in the chariot and practice bhakti, definitely you'll go back to Godhead. Prabhupada said. Clear?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
So outsiders, they don't understand. Now today, actually this verse is great, right? Today's verse. So you have to, you should have, what type of desires do you have? Are you cultivating in your mind? If you are cultivating the desires to go back to Godhead, you lead a life like that, you're chanting, this is given a nectar of instruction, we'll see that. And without our knowledge, Bhakti Yoga we are practicing is slowly transforming our mind into a spiritual mind. And it is pushing us back to Godhead. It is transforming us and it is getting us ready to take us back to God. It's possible. Prabhupada said that. But instead, if it cultivate desires, I want to become a deer, I want to become a dog, you don't want to become, but you develop attachment to, you develop attachment to the objects of this world, then naturally it will bring you back. So outsiders, they don't understand, but devotees, that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came and gave this medicine. Eneche Aushadhi Maya Nasibara Lagi, Harina Mahamantra Lautu Magi. I brought the medicine. What is the disease? Cycle of birth and death. We are stuck in the cycle of birth and death. How do you become free from cycle of birth and death? For the Bhava Roga. What is the medicine to become free? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Prabhupada said, enough is enough. We should go back to Godhead. So that is the 11th verse. Now 12th verse to 15th verse. Krishna is the maintainer. Krishna is telling, splendor of the sun and the splendor of the moon, splendor of the fire, they come from me. So sun, moon and fire, the sunlight, moonlight, the fire, heat and light from fire. Excuse me. Where are they coming from?
Krishna.
So when you see moon and sun, whom should you remember?
Krishna.
Yadadi chikatam tejo jigadbhasyate kilam yachandramasya chagno tattejo vidhimamakam. Tattejo vidhimamakam. So when you see moon, you should remember Krishna. When you see sun, you should remember Krishna. When you see fire, you should remember Krishna. Or right now, you're all seeing lights in your home. Light is there. Whom should you remember when you see light?
Krishna.
That's it. Yadaditya tejo jigad bhasayate kilam. Yachandramasi yachagno tat tejo vidhimamakam. Everything is coming from me. Then 13th verse. Enter into each planet. Nice verses actually. Gama vishya bhutane dharayamya ham mojasa. Prushnami chaushadi sarva somo bhutvarsatmaka. I enter into each planet and by my energy they stay in the orbit. I become moon and thereby supply the juice of life to all vegetables. So can you avoid Krishna in your life? Anybody?
Impossible.
Impossible. So Krishna is telling, how is the planet floating in the air? Krishna's energy. How is moon floating in the air? Krishna's energy. Sunlight is entering into the moon. That sunlight is Krishna's energy. Moonlight is entering into the vegetables. And the juice is coming from vegetables because of Krishna. So when you eat fruit, pear is very good. Mango is very good. Who is the source of the cause of that sweetness?
Krishna.
That's it. Amazing. And I'll tell you one more reason why you should forget Krishna. How many of you like food to eat? Gulab jamun, rasgulla. Every day you take breakfast, lunch and dinner, right? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
Prabhuji.
What do you like? One sweet. Can somebody tell one? Huh? Rasgulla. You like rasgulla? Wow, very nice. Can somebody tell one more thing that you like?
Rasmalai.
Rasamalai. Wow. One more.
Samosa.
Samosa. Okay, variety, change. Samosa. And one more.
Biryani, Prabhuji.
Biryani. Very nice. So you are liking, you are eating. पेट भर के खा रहे हैं. And who is digesting? Krishna is digesting. Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Pranina Dehamasrita Pranapana Samayuktam Pachamyanam Chaturvidam. We are eating, Krishna is digesting. It is like what is that you tell, you enjoy, after you enjoy, so somebody, this A rich man comes into the bar and restaurant, he fully drinks. And he tells the driver, you take me home. This owner is enjoying, but who is taking home? Driver. Likewise, we are eating, but who is digesting? Krishna.
Krishna.
Wow. And I join with air of life outgoing and incoming to digest 4 kinds of foodstuff. Chewed, licked, you know. So there are 4 types of foodstuffs. So one reason at least why we should worship Krishna is because Krishna is the fire of our digestion. Krishna is digesting. Tell thanks to Krishna, sir. Ma'am. How to tell thanks to Krishna? Anyone knows? Every day is digesting food for you.
Surrender service.
Huh?
Offer food to Krishna.
That's it. So before you eat, anyway Krishna is going to digest. Offer it to Krishna. Prasad. Prasad means all the impurities removed. Asnaviram Suddham Papa Viddham. Krishna is untouched by sin. So when you offer food to Krishna, that food is purified. That food is also Krishna. And Krishna is digesting Krishna's food only. You are getting the nourishment. So one application we should take is what we should do? Offer food to
Krishna.
Thank you. Very nice. And next one is everyone together. Sarvasvachaham hrudi sannivishta. Vedescha sarve rahameva vidyo.
Vedanta krit vedeva chaham.
Yes, so sweet you sang, Prabhu. You know, Sarvasya Chaham. So another reason why we should remember Krishna all the time is Krishna is telling, I am seated in everyone's heart. From me come remembrance and knowledge and forgetfulness. You go to write exams, worship Krishna. He'll make you remember the whatever you studied. So, hey Prabhuji, your name is what? I forgot. Your name, it is on my tongue. Who is holding you? Krishna is holding you. So your remembrance is coming from Krishna, knowledge is coming from Krishna, forgetfulness is also coming from Krishna. Who is giving the Alzheimer's to you? Krishna. Vedescha sarvam. Vedescha sarvairaham vedyo. So, if you read, sometimes people in India, Rig Veda, Krishna Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvaveda read. So what is the goal of Vedas? What is the goal of Vedas? To know
Knowing
Krishna.
Krishna.
To know Krishna.
To realize Krishna. I am the Vedanta Krit Veda Vitta. Arjuna, you should know I am the knower of the Vedas. I know Vedas very well. Vyasadeva is Krishna's incarnation. I know he is the one who compiled Vedanta. I am to be known by Vedas. Simple point. I have a question for all of you. How many of you felt sad that you never saw Vedas or never read Vedas? Raise your hand. Is there anybody like that? I know Vedas are there, 4 Vedas, but I never saw it, I never read it, I never touched it. Is there anybody like that?
Yes.
Raise your hand.
Prabhuji.
Huh?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Only one hand so far raised.
Yes,
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
I have one.
Now I'll tell you. No, you don't need to worry about it. If you know Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, means you have read all the 4 Vedas. Why Krishna is telling? Hey, I am to be known by Vedas, but if you know Krishna is already Supreme Personality of Godhead and you have to perform bhakti towards Krishna, it means you have already read the 4 Vedas.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Prabhuji.
Amazing. Right? Vyasa is his incarnation and he compiled Vedas. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself who did the experiment. Book is written by Krishna, and the practical is also done by Krishna only. Lord Chaitanya came, Krishna Chaitanya. You know, the goal of Veda is to know Krishna. It was written by Krishna Dvaipayana Vyasa. That is also Krishna. But now how to realize bhakti? Practical is done from the book. Someone has to do practical. It is done by Krishna Chaitanya. That is also Krishna. So if at all you have any, you felt sad, you never read Vedas, no, you already read Vedas. Why? You know Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, you know Krishna to be known by Vedas. And Krishna is the compiler of Vedas, Vedavyas. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Understanding?
Jai. Yes,
Everything,
Prabhuji.
right? Now 16th verse. There are two classes of beings. Kshara, Akshara. Infallible, fallible. In the material world, every living entity is fallible. Means we are, there's a good possibility we all continue cycle of birth and death. But spiritual world, everyone is a Nitya Siddha devotee. You know? So one is a Nitya Baddha devotee, he'll continue cycle of birth and death. In the spiritual world, they are Nitya Siddhas. They don't come in contact with Maya. I have a question for all of you. How many types Maya is there?
Yogamaya, Mahamaya.
Yes. So in the spiritual world, all these Nitya Siddha devotees, they are in Yoga Maya. We are in the material world, you know, we are bound by Yoga Maya, Mahamaya. Excuse me. Krishna is telling, you know, so 17th verse. Uttamas Purushastvanya Paramatmeti Dahrutaha Yoloko Trayamavishya Vivartavya Ishvara. So apart from Nityabaddha and Nityasiddha, there is one more person. Who is that? Paramatma, Super Soul. You know, I have a question, let us say. Who is the Super Soul of this universe?
Krishna.
In specific?
Garbhodakshaya Vishnu.
Garbhodakshaya Vishnu is the Super Soul of the universe. Garbhodakshaya Vishnu is the Super Soul of the universe. Who is the Super Soul of this entire cosmos? Entire
Mahavishnu.
Mahavishnu.
Mahavishnu. Perfect. Thank you. Who is the Super Soul of the living entities? Us.
Kshirodakashaya Vishnu.
Kshirodakshaya.
Third, Kshirodakshaya Vishnu is the Super Soul of the living entities. Garbhodakshaya Vishnu is the Super Soul of the universe. And Mahavishnu is the Super Soul of the entire cosmos, metal world.
Can you please repeat that again?
Garbhodakshaya Vishnu is the Super Soul of the universe. Kshirodakshaya Vishnu is the Super Soul of the living entities. Mahavishnu is the Super Soul of the entire cosmos, metal world. Now, Yasmadaksharamatitoham Aksharavachottamah Atosmi Loki Videcha Pratita Purushottama. That's why this chapter is called Purushottam Yoga. So, Nityabadda is continuing the cycle of birth and death. Nityasiddha is free from Maya, but is under Yoga Maya. Jiva is always under Maya. Either he is under Yoga Maya or Mahamaya. But Jiva cannot become God. You cannot become Supreme Personality of Godhead. How many of you understood this point very clearly? Clear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Yes,
So now there is no, for Krishna is making it very clear, you know. I am transcendental, divyam. I am not material. And above, I am above, fallible and infallible. I am the greatest. That's why I am the supreme person. You know, there are so many organizations in India that say you do sadhana, especially jnanis, you become one with Brahman and you become God. Bogus. Jiva can never become a God. If you are, I have a question for all of you. When Jiva attains perfection, how many qualities Jiva has? Somebody came and told you, when you are liberated, you become God. How will you refute? This is a question. If this comes in exam, how will you refute? If can Jiva become God? When Jiva is liberated, in a liberated state, how many qualities Jiva has? Anybody?
58,
50.
50. How many?
50.
50.
50. Brahma has that many qualities. But how many qualities Shiva has?
58.
55.
55.
How many qualities Vishnu has? Vishnu Tattva has?
60.
60.
60. How many qualities Krishna has?
64.
54.
64. So when you are liberated, how many qualities you will have?
50.
So still 14 are missing. Can Jiva become God?
No.
No, thank you. Jiva can never become a Purusha. Krishna is the only Purusha. You know? But why Krishna is calling himself Purushottama? I am the best of all the Purushas. Who will answer this? You understand?
Vishnu Tattva is also Purusha, Prabhuji.
Very good. Actually, Vishnu Tattva is also Purusha. All the Vishnus are also Purushas. All the Vishnus are also Purushas. But Krishna is a Purushottama, best of the Purushas. That is what Krishna is telling. Any question?
Prabhuji, I have a question. Like, is the Shambhu Tattva what, like, male or?
Shambhu. Okay, Amma, Shambhu Tattva, actually I forgot to add on. Thank you. Actually, Shiva, Bhakti Thakur says, Shiva voluntarily comes in contact with Shiva is actually, Shiva comes from Sadashiva. Sadashiva in the spiritual world. Sadashiva is Purusha. That's why any prasad that we offer it to Shiva, Shiva can accept it. That's why we know. But Shiva comes in contact with the Durga for the sake of creation. You know? So that's one exception is there. You know? Saraswati Thakur says Shiva voluntarily comes under the comes under the influence of Mahamaya. Because he is coming in contact with Durga for the sake of creation, for the sake of injecting all the conditioned souls into the material world. You know, but Shiva has only 55 qualities. That's why everything with Shiva is marginal. Shiva, everything is marginal. Understanding?
Yes.
Ah,
Could you explain that point again, Prabhuji, please?
no, I said Shiva has only 55 qualities. You know, Shiva has 55 qualities. 5 qualities is short of, you know, Shiva comes in contact with the Durga. You know, and all the Shivas come from Sadashiva. Sadashiva comes from Sankarshana. You know, that's why he wears all the snakes. You know, so his Ishtadev is actually Sankarshan. So one of the Shivas, you know, Vishnu glances on Mahatattva, and the Mahatattva is agitated, and all the living entities are injected into the womb of the material world. That glance is Shiva. That's why Shiva is represented in the material world as a linga. You know, procreative male organ, and Prakriti is considered feminine. So we are all the living entities are injected into the womb of the Prakriti through the agency of Shiva. That is how Shiva comes in contact with Durga. Comes in contact with Maya. Durga means what? Mahamaya. So he has only 55 qualities. Okay.
Prabhuji, Ramachandra is Purushottama or Purusha?
Ramachandra is Purusha. Strictly, if you say, only Krishna is Purushottama. But of course, in India, South Indian songs, you see, you know, Vishnu, they're all Purushas only. You know, Krishna and Vishnu, they're not different. But strictly, if you see, Krishna has 64 qualities. Shadaiswarya Purna Bhagavan. You know, the fullest manifestation of God is Krishna actually. Vishnu Tattva, 4 qualities are missing. You know, what are the 4 qualities? You know,
Rupa Madhuri, Venu Madhuri, Leela Madhuri,
Prema.
Prema Madhuri.
So these 4 things are not there with anybody. You know, so people will use the left and right, and Ramchandra is Purushottam, Maryada Purushottam, Bhagavad, they say that. So that way, you know, Purushottam only. But who is the topmost Purushottama? Krishna. You got my point?
Yes, Prabhuji.
This is the most confidential part of the Vedic scriptures. O sinless one, it is disclosed now by me. Whoever understands this will become wise, and his endeavors will know perfection. So Krishna is telling, if you understand, I am the Purushottama. Idi guhyatamam sastram idamuktam maya nagha. Etam buddhva buddhiman syat krita krityascha bharata. Ashprabhu, can you read this verse? Iti guhyatamam sastram.
इति गुह्यतं शास्त्रम् इदम् उक्तं महान् मया नघ एतद् बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमान् स्यात् कृतकृत्यश्च भारत.
Very nice, amazing. So Krishna is telling, what is very confidential? Krishna is the Purushottama, Supreme Personality of Godhead. If you understand this, Krishna is Supreme Lord. You know, everything is coming from Krishna. You know, everything comes from Krishna. Krishna, you know, and if you understand, you'll become wise and you'll attain perfection. So, what is attaining perfection? Going back to Godhead. Enough is enough. So many anadi karma phale pudibhavarana vajale. Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes, since time immemorial was stuck in the cycle of birth and death. Took birth in 1980, then you live up to 2050. After that, where you will go? Did you ever think of it? Huh? Where were you in 1978 if you had taken birth in 1980? If you had taken birth in 1980, where were you in 1978? Where you will be in 1952, 2052? Will this family come with you? No. So what we have to do? We should try our best to go back to Godhead. Agree? So the chapter ended. Any question or comment?
Prabhuji, I have a question. So Sankarshan is also Purusha?
Sankarshan is Purusha, yes. And Sankarshan is, Krishna's expansion, Vishnu Tattva.
And Prabhuji, can you share like where is all this written?
This is Bhagavatam, Brahma Samhita, Bhagavatam. We have actually a seminar on Shiva, and a PowerPoint presentation is also there. Read
Thank
Brahma
you,
Samhita.
Prabhuji.
So many portions, so many fourth canto, fifth canto Bhagavatam. Shiva comes in many places actually in Bhagavatam. You'll see Shiva worshipping Shankarshan. So all the chapters are there. Any other question or comment?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I wanted to know the nuances between 8.5 and 8.6.
What is that?
8.5 and 8.6 verse. What is the difference or the nuance, Prabhuji? Both means the same.
No,
right?
no. Let me. So you are asking, you want me to go to 8th chapter. No, they're not. 8.5 is 8.6 is whatever you remember, you'll become that. If Krishna is telling, if you remember me, you'll come back to me. Why they are same? Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, that state he'll attain. If you remember dog, 6th verse, if you remember dog, you'll become dog. If you remember cat, you'll become cat. If you remember insect, you'll become insect. Whatever you remember, you'll become that. That is 6th verse. 5th verse says, if you remember me, you'll come back to me.
Okay, Prabhuji, got it. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, is this why devotees usually don't own pets? Because they don't want to be attached to animals?
Exactly. Except cow, no, we should not pet anything.
So Prabhuji, like, I'm new to Krishna consciousness and I have cats. I feel responsible, to be the family of these cats. So is it okay to keep these cats until they pass? Or should I try to find another family for them?
If you find another family, you should give to them. Basically, Amma, anything you are attached to, next lifetime, honestly speaking, in the Vedic culture, the only animal that is allowed is cow. Not that you take the cow inside home. In your courtyard of your big, you have a home, before the home, right in front of you have a courtyard. And you put the cow there. Actually, or you have a cow barn. You put the cow there. But cow dung, cow urine, they have, they're used in fire sacrifices. That's why in Vedic culture, the only animal that is allowed, in the home, in the vicinity of the home, is actually cow. Because it is helping you progress in the spiritual life.
So-
But other pets are definitely not allowed, because what happens once you start petting them, you develop attachment. Can you believe Maharaj Bharat? He attained Bhava stage. Means probably in 2 weeks he would attain Prema also. But suddenly deer came and he became attached to deer. He left his wife and kids, he left the kingdom just with the singular purpose to go back to Godhead. He came to forest, see the Maya, how it worked. He became so attached that he gave up Krishna consciousness and he became deer conscious. While chanting also, he would pet the deer. Even while chanting, he became deer conscious. Maya is very powerful. So ideally, if you can find somebody and give it to them, that's fine. You will not get any sin if you give them to somebody else. Honestly speaking, one devotee says, America people love dogs so much. Why? They forgot God. That's why they love dogs.
Yeah, but I have a question. But if we have a dog, and before we had a cat, and cat always used to sit when we pray, and now the dog we does the same thing. So if you do that, that means we are doing something good for the dog, so he can have a better life, right?
This is the thing. Yeah, nice. Thank you for adding this. For that, you don't need to pet. When people are, um, someone has you. There is definitely we should show compassion on living entities, no doubt. We have to show compassion to living entities. All the living entities, not dogs or cats. But undue affection is not good. It happens when you pet them. When you pet them, then what happens? They'll come on your, they will come on your bed. They'll come on your lap. You start start taking care of them as your children, and you're developing attachment. Attachment means yad bhavam tad bhavati. Means there is a possibility you'll become that. Because means that this dog or cat has occupied your mind, occupied your thoughts. I'm not telling it definitely it's possible. It's possible. Once they enter into your thoughts, means there's a possibility you'll become that. I mean, why unnecessarily take chance? I'm not telling anybody who would pet the dog will become dog. But there is a possibility. So if you have compassion, give some money or give them prasad. Give them prasad. But of course, neighbor's dog, they will never allow you to feed prasad. Instead of developing, compassion, show compassion to people, humans. So come to temple and do the prasadam distribution. The moment they become pet, you develop the attachment to that.
But then if we don't, pray God in front of the dog, then what kind of chance the dog have to get a better life? Like when our cat died, at the end we know she was dying, and we kind of say Hare Krishna. The whole family did the prayer, so the cat can have a better life. So if we don't do that, then how the animal can have any better life? Then so they're kind of stuck in the same cycle of being animal.
There is nothing wrong showing compassion to the animals, but if you pet them, there is a possibility you develop attachment to them. Ideally, we should not. If somebody has a dog or cat and they are dying, definitely we should pray so that they'll have next birth. But unnecessarily, why should you unnecessarily put your finger in the drainage and wash it later? Or if you go to the pond, you'll become wet. If you become wet, you need a towel again. You need to change your clothes again. So ideally in Vedic culture, it is if your goal is to go back to Godhead, one has to focus on becoming attached to Krishna only. If your goal is not to go back to Godhead, why not bring all the animals and pet them and chant Krishna's name and send them back to Godhead? Whenever you will go. There's nothing wrong in it. I agree with that.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, sorry for asking. Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, you don't differentiate between dog and dog eaters. How this is related to this one, Prabhuji?
Nice point. There Krishna is telling, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastani Sunichaiva Supakecha Pandita Samadarsana. A realized sage doesn't discriminate between dog eater, a cow and a chandala. Means they are not same, doesn't mean they are same. The denominator behind them is same, Prabhu. They're all spirit souls. One is in dog body, one is in cat body, one is in dog eater body. the denominator, common denominator behind them is same soul. We are all souls. Understanding that because of their karma, somebody got into dog body, somebody got into dog eater body, somebody got into cow body. You respect them. So it doesn't mean, so they are same and you bring them home. That's why proper understanding is needed. What's the proper understanding? Because of the karma, bad karma, they became like that. But they're all spirit soul. Spirit soul means my brothers and sisters, because you're also spirit soul. Okay?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, I have a question. So you said that a cow can be kept as a pet. So you can have attachment with a cow also. Is this okay?
Okay, this is the thing. The only animal that is allowed within the vicinity of the home, I said, is cow. Because cow is used, if you have one cow and the milk of the, cow will help you in spiritual progress. So she is directly helping you.
Mhm.
The cow milk is used, it will nourish your, brain tissues to have spiritual growth. And cow urine and cow dung are directly used in fire sacrifice. Forget about anything. Krishna's body was bathed in cow urine and cow dung. So if you read 10th canto, they will say that. So if you understand, cow is helping in spiritual progress, so and with this understanding, if you domesticate the cow, I am developing affection because this cow is helping me grow spiritually, helping me grow in Krishna consciousness. I'm using all the items, all, because anything. For example, your children, my children will create attachment. But if you make them Krishna conscious, your children, and you develop whatever, you are initiated, your children are also initiated. You talk about Krishna only. Your children are helping you make spiritual progress. That is perfect, right?
Understand, Prabhu. So,
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Any other question?
so one more question, Prabhu. So you said, Prabhu, earlier in the class that Rama is a Purusha, but like there is multiple phrases we say like Maryada Purushottam Ram. So we refer Rama as a Purushottam. Can you elaborate, Prabhu?
Maryada Purushottam. Basically, Ram came to teach ideals. Like how you should behave like a good brother, good son, good. Ram life is actually, Ram is an example for many people. So that's why, actually entire Vishnu Tattva, they're all Purushas. But specific, Ram is called Purushottam because Maryada Purushottam. He came and taught Maryada. You will see that more in Ram's life. So the Purushas who came to teach you Maryada, Ram is a Purushottam in that, in teaching Maryada to us. But Krishna is a overall Purushottam, not just Maryada. Got it?
Okay, Prabhu.
Any other question or comment? If it is done, then what we can do is we can go to 16th chapter Bhagavad Gita.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Ah.
Prabhuji, yeah, I'm speaking about myself, Prabhuji. I always remember actually what Prabhupada said, and also you mentioned last week class also. If you are 75% okay, I will take care of you. So it's it's so hard to make it to 100%, 90%, 85% Prabhuji. But again, like these things, like if not the pet, but we attached so much to our family, our parents, or our kids. Like this attachment, how it will go away, Prabhuji? Like um, and in that situation, how where do Prabhupada promise, like not a promise, but will we be saved, Prabhuji, in that sense? Like if we can't detach certain things, and that can help Prabhupada.
No, I understood your question. Thank you. Very nice question.
So,
The answer is simple, Prabhu. So all these attachments, aversions, Prabhupada said, if you are 70% pure, I'll take you back to Godhead. If your attachments and aversions, if you restrict to 30%, that's fine. Prabhupada will do the rest. That is one answer. Another answer is Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Priyojita Janayatyasu Vairagyam Jnanam Cha Yada Hedikam. If you worship Krishna sincerely, at the right time, Krishna will give you the knowledge and detachment. He'll give you that. I'm honest. I guarantee you that. With experience, I'm telling you. When you're ready, Krishna will give. Maharaj Parikshit, when he heard you're going to leave the world in 7 days, Krishna gave him renunciation. Immediately he left it. He left the kingdom. It's not easy actually. Who will leave the kingdom in 1 minute? Why he could exhibit that vairagya, detachment? Because throughout his life he was a sincere devotee. Super exalted devotee. But he's also married. He has son, he has wife. He loved his citizens. He has attachment. But what Krishna did, he broke that attachment in 1 second. By Shringi's curse, you are going to die in 7 days. I have a question for all for you, especially for everyone also. You are going to live only 1 month. Doctor says that. Will you still maintain the same attachments?
No, Prabhuji.
no, Prabhuji. No, Prabhuji.
Attachment may be there in the heart. You
It
will
will be there.
develop, you will now develop new attachment. Why?
Yes, certainly.
So by next 31st, I won't be there. So then they say, Prabhu, whom will you vote? I don't care who, oh no. So do you think, this person should become president? You say, I don't care. But within the inside attachments, if you're a sincere devotee, Krishna will do that for you. Krishna will definitely do it for you. Maharaj Parikshit, he just gave it up and he walked out. We didn't even look back. Like when we go to toilet, we don't even look back. We just flush it and come out. So Krishna at right time, he gives you the detachment and the knowledge. Okay?
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Any other question or comment? So that's why when I have, honestly speaking, this course is not for certificate. You should understand that the conviction and preach. You become a real Bhakti Shastri. Yes. I should only 1 lifetime I'll give it to Krishna sincerely. Even if I have not given so far, give it from today. Because nobody will come, nothing will come. That accident happened in India, flight accident. 241 people died. And the flight landed on a medical hostel. They were all students, to be future doctors, to be doctors. To be doctors, forever to be doctors. That was their last meal. If this is true, death can come at any time. So what we have to do? We should be prepared. Chant 16 rounds. Doesn't mean lead life in fear. Take good care of your family and other responsibilities. But at the same time, you take care of your soul's responsibility also. What is soul's responsibility? Purification. Okay. Now, the 15th chapter is over. I will send you the assignment. Kunju Hari Prabhu, how is the assignment status?
Third is good, 30 plus. Submitted, but fourth is less, 20 plus.
So my request to all of you, please submit the fourth assignment also. And then because fifth is we finish 15 chapters, so 13, 14, 15, 3 chapters will get assignment again. And now 16th chapter. We are coming to 16th chapter. So Daivasura Sampat Vibhaga. Divine and demoniac nature. You know, the divine and Daivasura. You know, divine nature and demoniac nature. What are the divine qualities? What are the demoniac qualities? So there are what are the divine qualities? It's given here. Fearlessness, purification of one's existence, cultivation of spiritual knowledge, charity, self-control, performance of sacrifice, study of Vedas, austerity, tapasya, simplicity, non-violence, truthfulness, freedom from anger, renunciation, tranquility, aversion to fault finding, compassion for all living entities, freedom from covetousness, gentleness, modesty, steady determination, vigor, forgiveness, fortitude, cleanliness, freedom from envy, and from the passion for honor. These transcendental qualities, O son of Bharata, belong to godly men endowed with the divine nature. Hare Krishna. So one has to see, do we have these qualities? If not, we should cultivate. Time is running out. Time is running out. Did you read all this? You know, we'll read together actually. Fearlessness, purification of one's existence, cultivation of spiritual knowledge, charity, self-control, performance of sacrifice, study of Vedas, austerity, simplicity, non-violence, truthfulness, freedom from anger, renunciation, tranquility, aversion to fault finding, compassion for all living entities, freedom from covetousness, gentleness, modesty, steady determination, vigor, forgiveness, fortitude, cleanliness, freedom from envy, and from the passion and for honor.
These transcendental qualities.
These are the qualities we need to cultivate. These are divine. What are demoniac qualities? Can somebody read the 4th verse?
Pride, arrogance, conceit, anger, harshness, and ignorance. These qualities belongs to those of demonic nature, O son of Partha.
Right. Dambo darpavimanascha krodah parushyameva cha ajnanam cha vijatasya parda sampadam asarim. Abhiman means conceit, self-righteousness. You know? So, what are these qualities that are demoniac? Pride.
Pride, arrogance, conceit,
Arrogance, conceit, anger,
harshness,
paurushyam,
ignorance.
These are all
demoniac nature qualities.
Shaknoti haiva yashodam praksarira vimokshnat kama krododbhavam bekam sayuktasya sukhinara. Krishna says in Gita, before we leave the world, force of lust and anger should cut. We should curb them. No. So we need to cultivate the good qualities, and we need to starve the bad qualities. Why? Krishna is telling that transcendental good qualities are conducive to liberation, whereas demoniac qualities, whereas the demoniac qualities make for bondage. Don't worry, O son of Pandu, for you are born with the divine qualities. So Krishna is encouraging Arjun. You are properly situated, amazing, perfect. You're understanding? Huh? So Krishna is telling divine qualities are conducive to liberation. Demoniac qualities will bring us back into the cycle of birth and death. Just to encourage, see, Krishna loves his devotees. He's telling Arjun, don't worry. You have divine qualities only. So actually the first 4 verses, we need to cultivate what are the good things we have, what are the bad things we have, and bad things we should starve, and good things we should enhance. We should give it. If you have good qualities, great, congratulations. Make sure they are nourished. Make sure they are
nourished.
Because we all have one good dog and bad dog. Good dog represents all our good qualities, bad dog represents bad qualities. Sometimes we choose bad dog also, right? I want to agree.
Yes, Prabhuji, it feels like without knowing this transcendental knowledge, I'll take myself as an example. I spent my lifetime developing those bad qualities, anger, harshness. And so what to do, Prabhu, when those come up just out of conditioning? Do we just try to stop and just go chant Hare Krishna? Like, how do we not follow blindly? It seems overwhelming in the moment of stressful moments.
I missed 1-2 lines. If you don't mind, can you please repeat again?
Yes, Prabhuji. I was saying that I feel like I spent my entire life developing those demonic qualities. I inherited them from my family, and I have them all: pride, arrogance, conceit, anger, harshness, and ignorance. And especially when I'm under stress, like in parenting, those come out just like they came out of my father when I was a kid. They're coming out of me when I'm trying to teach my son. And so in moments of stress, what is a strategy to not feed the bad dog, basically?
Nice question. Thank you. Amma, what we have to do, first thing is follow all the aspects of Bhakti Yoga process nicely. I can tell you, first thing is get up in the morning and chant your rounds. Before going to work, if you can finish your rounds, great. Or at least 30 to 14 rounds you should finish. At least 12 rounds you should finish. And if you take the vow, I'll eat only Krishna Prasad, wow, you make so much progress. Contamination enters through the tongue. We should not eat outside. Then read Bhagavad Gita regularly, every day. Shastras, Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, 15-20 minutes, minimum, as much as possible, 1 hour. But if not, you have only 5-10 minutes, 15 minutes, read. when you read Shastra, you will purify your mind and you'll sharpen your intellect, buddhi, intelligence. Whereby you are doing all these things when stress is not there. Slowly, when you come across stressful situations, whatever I told will help you in a big way. But it will not happen tomorrow. It will take some time. But definitely will happen.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Alex. So we should consciously serve only good dog, not bad dog. We should stir the bad dog. Sixth verse. So, O son of Pratha, in this world there are two kinds of created beings. One is called divine and other is demoniac. You know? I've already explained you at length the divine qualities. You know, the 20 plus 25 qualities Krishna explained. And now Krishna started explaining it about demoniac. Amazing. We are in Kali Yuga. We see this more and more. Those who are demoniac do not know what is to be done, what is not to be done. Neither cleanliness nor proper behavior nor truth is found in them. Wow. What is the first quality of demoniac? Don't know what is right, what is wrong. In fact, they think right is wrong, wrong is right. Hey, alcohol is not good. What do you know? If you drink little alcohol, you feel very good. Next day, toilet happens very easily. They have every reason to support their wrongdoing. I mean, one day I heard this actually. That's why I'm repeating it. They don't have proper cleanliness or they don't have proper behavior. And Krishna is telling, demons say, this world is unreal. There is no God in the control. What is the goal of this life? Sex desire. This world is created only for this world is created only to satisfy your carnal desires, including sex desire. And non-devotees means they think right, wrong is right is wrong. They believe God is not there. No. Following such conclusions, the demoniac who are lost to themselves, who have no intelligence, engage in unbeneficial, horrible works meant to destroy the world. That's what's happening today. 2016 or 17, America legalized marijuana. Then that day I was in Denver airport. December month, freezing cold. There was like a 2-3 mile queue. Why? America lifted sanction on marijuana. They may sanction again, but before that, let me buy and keep it in my home. Like groceries you buy, right? Rice dal, you know. Likewise, people are going to the marijuana stores and they're buying all the drugs. Hare Krishna. So they think this world has, there is no God, nothing, and actually so they do wrong things. If you're, everyone today, so many unwanted products are coming into the market. There is no need for the products. You agree? No need. One person, I think Will Smith, this actor, joked. Today, we buy the products that we don't want with the money we don't own and please people we don't like. Correct. We buy the products we don't want with the money we don't own. Credit card only, swipe the credit card. You are buying these products to please your neighbor you don't like. You want to show him, hey, not only you can buy, I can also buy. You're all listening, understanding?
Yes, Prabhuji.
You know, God is useless, God is not there. Goal of life is enjoyment only. You are this body, make money. Who is first in the front lines? Universities. University is telling, make money, enjoy your sensual life, you'll be happy. I just came from every Friday, every Sunday we have a program. We came from the program today, we came on time actually. So-and-so community college. A boy who joins the community college, how do you call him? Employed. In other words, they are telling anybody who joins this college, community college, they get employment. So they're asking you to pay all the huge fee, and so that you'll get a job and you'll recover that tuition fee again. But Vidya, education is not for knowledge. Education is to acquire a craftsmanship and make money, doing that work. They're telling you're this body. They're telling you're this body. How many of you agree they're wrong?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Taking shelter of the insatiable lust and absorbed in the conceit of pride and false prestige. The demoniac, the illusion, always want to unclean work, attracted by impermanent. If you see the whole world today, what are the four principles we follow? Anybody?
No illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication, and no meat eating.
Yes. But if you see the whole world, America stands on these are the foundation for America: illicit sex, alcoholism, intoxication, meat eating. 24 billion animals are killed. This is statistics of year 2000, not today.
Prabhuji, this is also the propaganda that in all the movies, now Hollywood is like the new kings. And the propaganda, every hero, you see them, they solve their problems by drinking alcohol. And whenever there is a big crisis, no one turns to God. Everybody tries to solve on their own without turning to the Lord.
That is a problem. Why America has every second person has mental problem. So these movies, they promote illicit sex. They promote gambling. They promote meat eating. They promote intoxication. So in other words, they are promoting adharma. Krishna says, anybody who promotes adharma, no. Kali Yuga, of course, they'll get some support because they're supporting Kali. But end of the day, they pay heavy price. I feel sorry for them. I feel sad for them. They believe to gratify senses. They believe that to gratify senses is a prime necessity of human civilization. Everybody today, that's what they think. Even devotees, even we. But of course, we do it in a very responsible way. We take prasad and But whole world, you're this body. To the extent you gratify your mind and senses, you're successful. Hare Krishna. Thus, until the end of their life, their anxiety is immeasurable. Bound by the network of hundreds of thousands of desires and absorbed in lust and anger, they secure money by illegal means for sense gratification. Today, by hook or crook, how many years experience you have? 10 years. AI did not even come 10 years ago. No. So people speak left and right lies. What is the goal of life? Go to America, make money. If you make money, you'll be happy. But they don't know their end result is very frustrating. Why Krishna? Bhishma, nobody is more powerful than Bhishma. Bhishma learnt his military art from Parasuram. When problem came, Bhishma defended himself against Parasuram also. But Krishna told Bhishma, you stay on Adharma side. And honestly speaking, there is nobody more powerful than Bhishma during Pandav's time. Then what happened? Krishna is telling the whole world, however big you may be, if you side with Adharma, your end result is a failure, for sure. You're all understanding?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
The demoniac person thinks, so much wealth do I have today, I'll gain more according to my schemes. So much is mine now. It will increase in future, more and more. He is my enemy, I have killed him. My other enemies will also be killed. I'm the Lord of everything. I'm the enjoyer. I'm the perfect, powerful. I'm perfect, powerful and happy. I'm the richest man, surrounded by aristocratic relatives. There is no one so powerful and happy as I am. I shall perform sacrifices. I shall give some charity. I shall rejoice. In this way, such persons are deluded by ignorance. Hare Krishna. You know? So Krishna says, these things don't need an explanation. Anybody who is in bodily absorption, anybody who thinks his body is impelled by envy and lust. And when they're impelled by envy and lust, some people who are coming in their way, they think of them as their enemies. Any question or comment, otherwise we'll end it. We'll continue this next week.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I have a question. What are the items we are okay to buy outside and offer as a prasadam? Just
Wherever
like
you see artificial flowers, it has meat in it. I should not buy it. Natural flowers also, you should be very careful. You know, somebody told me, wherever you see the label artificial flowers, for sure it has meat in it. We should not buy it. Natural flavors also people said, but some things you cannot avoid. Buy as much as possible. Buy from Indian stores, not from Walmart. If you want to buy from Walmart, buy sugar and all that type of things are okay. Read the ingredients. Sometimes nowadays I heard even they're not putting in the ingredients. You understanding?
ice creams, snacks, is all okay?
No. Actually, there is one ice cream that is pure vegetarian, is Breyer ice cream. Snacks and all we should not buy outside. If you want to buy ice cream, come to Iskan Farming Hills and buy ice cream from us. Temple we sell it. It's made, temple made. Or this is Dwarkanath, bro.
Yes, bro.
Then you can come to temple. So, but we should not buy outside snacks because it's already cooked by somebody. When somebody cooks it, their karma enters into that. For sure. Karma will not enter into the fruits and all because they're not cooked items. Any cooked item, karma will enter. Okay.
Okay.
So, snacks and all we should not know. Because they're already cooked outside by outsiders. Outsiders cook it means the consciousness enters. And you do not know how clean the environment is.
It's a very important who cooks the prasad.
Yes.
Even if family has,
No, but you have no choice. Family means you have to, you cannot cook on your own anyway. So family members, In your case, your wife is a devotee. She's cooking perfect. If even
we go to we go to relatives' house. Uh, yeah, like that. If we go, yeah.
I told her, if you go to relatives' home and they respect you, though these people are serious devotees, we should not. So they heard, if they are cooking food free, free from the food, if they are cooking food that is free from onion garlic, to encourage them, you should offer it to Krishna, putting tulsi leaf, and you eat it, and you can actually share with them. That way they develop faith in you. But if not, if you just keep them, no, even though there's no onion garlic, you're not devotees, we don't know what type of utensils you're using, then you lose everything. If you're sincere, Krishna will protect you. You understanding?
Perfect. Thank you.
Correct. So we'll end it here and we'll continue this next week. Vancha Kalpataru. Any other question or comment? Otherwise, we'll end it. Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhye Vacha Patitanam Pavanabhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namo. My blessings to all of you. And please finish all the assignments. That way you'll be ready with the next assignment. And what about the exam? They did one exam. What about the second exam?
It will come at the end of this Gita with the first 12, no, 6. Then another 6. Oh, now
We finished 12, we are with 16.
then another.
So actually, how soon you want to take second exam?
This will write the assignment.
After Janmashtami, Prabhu.
After Janmashtami, okay.
Yes, Prabhuji. After
I
Janmashtami.
second that, Prabhuji.
By this month, they should give the.
No, I think we are busy. Actually, we also need devotees to work for Janmashtami. I agree, after Janmashtami.
Assignment.
Okay, this is the thing.
Assignment 3 and 4 some devotees are pending.
Assignment 3 and 4, please finish it. And the exam to 6th chapter to 12th chapter. And that we'll do it after Janmashtami. I can tell you the date now. September first week we can keep. Then that second
Hare
set.
Krishna, Prabhuji. We have Radhayatra, Prabhuji, September 1st week in Oklahoma. So maybe we will do second week, Prabhuji.
No, this is the thing. Let me tell you. Oklahoma, your Radhayatra is 7th, I know that.
September is a Labor Day weekend, Prabhuji.
So what?
I don't know how people are busy.
Okay, this is the thing. We can keep Labor Day weekend before Sunday. We can keep August 29th. 28th, 29th, we can keep that time. Labor Day weekend will
Prabhuji, that is the Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend comes in September, sir.
Yeah, so 1st September is the Monday.
August 31st, Radhashtami.
August 31st is Radhashtami. Huh?
Yeah, that is also true.
After Radhashtami, they can get 1 week and after.
This is unending, actually, let me tell you.
14 September, Prabhu.
Probably by the time our Bhagavad Gita would come to an end also.
Give 2 both the exams.
No, they are not doing it.
Prabhuji, September 13-14 is not possible for us. We are celebrating Prabhupada's 60th anniversary.
What about August 24th or 23rd?
I am not available. Yeah, August 24th is fine, actually, you're right. August, I fully agree with you.
Yeah, August 24 works for us too, Prabhuji.
So we'll do August 24th, fine. We'll do it on August 24th, yes. August 24th is the 6 to 12 chapter exam, and September 24th is 12 to 18 chapter. A month later. That way Bhagavad Gita will come to an end. Okay.